Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Today is another TBR jar prompts, choose my TBR. And what I did, this is a special one because what I did yesterday is I took out all the prompts, opened them and updated them. What I did is I kept some old ones but also added some prompts that will fit better for my taste during the fall season and the winter season, like more gothic, dark academia, more books that I think I'm in the mood for during the season, and I'm super excited for this video. So let's see what my TBR of October will look like. Okay. Let's take this. Green, oh, two. Okay, let's do this again. Blue. A reread. Okay, I added this because I already knew that there are some books that I read last year during fall season and I loved them so much, and I was like, I want to make this as like a tradition for me. I want to revisit these books every year until I'm like, okay, I'm over it by now. I had mainly two books in mind, Gothicana and Masters of Death. And I added yesterday also Haunting Adalyn. I want to reread that book so badly. And also The Serpent and the Wings of Night, since we are closer to the release date of the third book in the series, or you can consider it the second duology in the Crowns of Nyaxia series. So yeah, let me bring the books first. So I have all the books. I gathered the books, the goods here. We have Masters of Death, Kingdom of the Wicked. This is also one of the series. Kingdom of the Wicked by Keri is one of my absolute favorite series, and I really want to reread it too. So it's also going on this list. The Serpent and the Wings of Night, the duology, Cat and Mouse Duet. The first book is Haunting Adalyn, and Gothicana. I need to choose a book from this list, and I don't know. Masters of Death, I was like, when I read it last year, I was like, this is going to be one of the books that I reread every year because it was a masterpiece. The audiobook is a masterpiece. You need to experience the audiobook with the book. So, I don't know, it's kind of a hard choice. But I need to read, I really want to read Gothicana too, Kingdom of the Wicked, The Serpent and a lot of good choices here. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Masters of Death. I have some other prompts that are like more Gothic or Dark Academia, and I can fit Gothicana in there. So I think I'm going to go with Masters of Death for this one. Yes. Yes. I cannot wait to read that book again. Okay, on to the second prompt. We got a pink one. A popular book. I can totally fit The Serpent and the Wings of Night, or Haunting Adalyn, Gothicana too. So yeah, this can be literally any book. Well, popular book, of course. But let's see here. I have a list here too. The thing is, maybe I can add new releases if they are hyped. A popular book. You know what book I really want to read? The Coven by Harper Elwoods. I want to read The Coven. I also want to reread Gothicana. But let's go with a new book to me. Okay, The Coven. It is a paranormal romance. We have witches, we have, I think, also vampires. And it is a dark academia. We are in this university called Hollows Grove University, where the best, like the best and brightest witches go. And everyone who read the book said that it has the most epic, gothic, dark, atmospheric books, and I'm super, super excited to read it. I have low expectations because, I mean, there are mixed reviews, right? Some people fell in love with it. Some people are like, no. So yeah, I really want to read this book and see if I will end up liking it or not. So very, very excited about this one, The Coven. Okay, let's see. A book that I got in a monthly box. A monthly, yes. I already know what I'm going to choose for this one. Let me bring it. I'm looking at it. Let me bring it. It is Bonded by Thorns. This is the book that we received in the last Romantasy box. I think it was the August box, Romantasy. And I cannot wait to dive into the series. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It is a dark fantasy that I'm so excited to dive into. It is a white choose, I believe. And people who already read it said that the princes have, each one has a very distinct personality, and I love that so, so much because I loved it when it happened in the Bonds That Tie series. I love that each protagonist had his own personality, distinct personality, and you will never get confused or like mix them. And I think this is the same thing for this book, and I cannot wait to read it. And I also heard that it was hot, so yes, super happy to get this prompt. Okay, the next one, the third one. Green. A book with Gothic vibes, yes! That was what I was waiting for. Let's take a look at my lists. Okay, I have a couple. I'm thinking about The Bell Witches. It is a new book. The Coven, I already chose The Coven. Master of Salt and Bones. I received that book along with Nocticadia in the Keri Lake set from Fake Raid, and I really want to read it too because I enjoyed Nocticadia so much. So much. I mean, I gave it 4.5, but maybe I will bump it up to 5 stars because I'm still thinking about that book. What made me rate it a 4.5 is that I was lacking some more scenes with the love interests, with the couple. So yeah, but the vibes and everything was so immaculate. It was so good, a bit creepy, very, very thrilling. I loved it so much. So maybe I want to read the second book by Keri Lake. I loved her writing too, Master of Salt and Bones. I also want to read Anatomy, a Love Story, and Grimstone by Sophie Lark. And also the latest release by Keri Lake. It's called Anathema. I watched the reels on Instagram and I was hooked. I was like, okay, I want to see what is happening in this forest. And I like, it looked very, very interesting. But I already own Master of Salt and Bones. I really want to read Anatomy, a Love Story too, to be honest. I think it got released last year, maybe. And it is a duology that I intend to read. So, but since I already own Master of Salt and Bones, I brought it. It is right here, but I'm also looking at some of the reviews and like people are going crazy over this book. I want to read it. I'm going to read this one. A Gothic mansion made of bones. Dark, intense, erotic, horrific, psychological, soul-crushing story. Beauty and the Beast meets Phantom of the Opera and Jane Eyre. Yes. Yes. I'm not going to say anything more. Yes. Okay. 100%. I'm super excited. Okay. let's continue. Another blue. Let's see. Recently added to my TBR. Okay. A book that I recently added to my TBR. Anatomy, a Love Story, yes. Grimstone. I recently added Grimstone. And Anathema by Keri Lake. I also recently added that book to my TBR. And I also recently added to my TBR A Sorceress Comes to Call. Let me bring it. I have it. So I have this beautiful copy that I showed you in the haul. I think the haul will go up before this video, from Owl Crate, and I really want, I'm so intrigued. I really want to read this book. So, and since it is one of the last books that I added to my TBR, I think I'm going to go with this one because the reviews are insanely promising and I want to have this like eerie, little bit terrifying vibe. So yeah, A Sorceress Comes to Call would be my pick for this one. Okay, how many do we have now? We have 5 books. Let's continue. Yes, the light pink. A book by one of your favorite authors. Yes. Okay, for this one, I thought about Adalyn Grace, Keri Maniscalco, Carissa Broadbent, because those are the books that I want to read now. And I think, yes, I think I'm gonna choose Adalyn Grace, Wisteria, the newest release. And I also, let me bring the books. I'm super happy about this prompt because I really want to read these books and it is very good that I can just add them to my TBR. I got a prompt where I could add them because I'm going to read them anyway. So we have Wisteria. I'm definitely going to read this, but before this one, I really want to reread Foxglove. I read Foxglove when it first came out last year, so I just want to reread it. Because I remember Belladonna because I reread it last year. Foxglove, I need a reread just to get those feelings back and get into the world again, and then read Wisteria. So for this prompt, I'm going to read 2 books, not only 1, 2 by Adalyn Grace, and I cannot wait to read Wisteria. Yes, these are going on my TBR. How many books? 7 plus the Coven, 8. 6 prompts, but we have like 2 books for 1 prompt. So honestly, this is going so well. Let us choose another one because I chose like specific prompts for books that I really want to read. Let's see, another pink. An author you've never read from before. Okay, let's see. So we got one of my favorite authors and then an author you've never read from before. That's cool, that's cool. You know what? There is The Wicked Deep. This got released in 2018. Hocus Pocus and practical magic meets the Salem witch trials in this haunting story about 3 sisters on a quest for revenge and how love might be the only thing powerful enough to stop them. Okay, so we have this as an option, The Wicked Deep, but I also have books that I already own. Let me bring them. Okay, I have gathered the books here. So what we have Phantom, Rouge, and Dreadful. This set I got from Fake Rate. And the author, I didn't read anything from this author before, Greer Rivers. And this is a dark retelling, so it is very fitting for the theme of this video. And this is a werewolf romance, and Elizabeth Briggs, I have never read from her before. This is Zodiac Wolves Volume 1. I'm so excited to read this book too, the character art. You know? You know. And also, What Lies Beyond the Veil. I've never read from Harper Elwood's before. I know that we have already chosen the Coven from this author in this video, but nonetheless, like, I've never read from them before. So, and I really want to start this series too. It is a dark fantasy, and yeah, but also The Wren in the Holy Library. I really want to read this book before the end of the year. And also it is set in a haunted, or like a library with a monster, something like that. In a world where monsters are real, a thief should be careful who she steals from. She's trapped in a library with a monster, and this man, this being filled with terrible power and darkness, is well within his rights to kill her. And look at that incredible character art. So yeah, if you want me to read a book, you need to draw the characters, all right? That's what I need. But I don't know. All of these are good choices, to be honest. But this set, I have had it for a long time. So I think this is like my chance to start reading it. Also, great reviews. It is a dark, modern, romantic retelling of the musical Phantom, the classic of the opera, Phantom of the Opera. But this time, the man behind the mask won't stop until she is his. She's my muse and I'm her demon of music. It is a dark retelling too. So let me look. Most of the people love this. A retelling that is better than the original, because this time it is actually Phantom who gets the girl, and he's sexy, obsessive, mask-wearing beast. Yes. The deal is sealed. Thank you. Thank you. We are reading Phantom. Let me take it out of the box. You know, I don't open, like, take out the books from the box sets that often. So I'm also surprised when I see them like this in person. This is absolutely beautiful. And here it says, a year ago, I witnessed Sweet Scarlet Day. So her name is Scarlet Day. Sweet Scarlet Day's dark side. She's been my obsession ever since. Yeah, and it's also a short book. So why not, you know? So we have 7 prompts. I think it's good. 7 prompts, but 8 books, since we have 2 books for Adalyn Grace. The only book that is not here is the Coven. Let me show you what we have. Oh my god, these are heavy. Oh. Okay. Don't fall. Okay, we have Masters of Death by Olivie Blake. I cannot wait to reread it. The audiobook. Bonded by Thorns. Master of Salt and Bones. Super excited too, since I read Nocticadia, as I said. I think Keri Lake is going to be one of my favorite authors. A Sorceress Comes to Call. So excited that this is very different. It's not like a romance or anything, but it is a very gripping story, you know. I'm very excited about this book too. We have our Adalyn Grace. I'm super excited. I mean, yes, I am happy, very excited to read it, but at the same time, a bit sad, to be honest, that, yeah, the story is going to end. It's the end to a very amazing trilogy. I hope it is. I hope from everyone who read it, it is going to be 5 stars. I really hope I love it as much as everyone else. And Phantom, and also The Coven by Harper Elwood. So yeah, I think we have a solid TBR here. I'm very happy with the books that I ended up with. And if you made it this far, leave me musical notes, piano, or a mask emoji. And if you loved the video, please watch one of these videos. That would help me out a lot. And also don't forget to subscribe and join the amazing community of book besties here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!